Do you think stroke only happens to the elderly? The shocking truth is that more and more Americans between the ages of just 20 and 40 are ending up in the hospital because of stroke. Imagine this: a 28-year-old office worker right at the peak of their career suddenly collapses in front of a computer screen, and when they wake up, their entire life has changed. Stroke doesn't just take lives. It can steal your future, your family, and your dreams, even while you're still young. In today's video, I'll show you exactly why stroke cases among young adults are rising so fast, the hidden causes no one is talking about, and most importantly, what you can do right now to protect yourself and your loved ones. Stay with me until the end of this video, because the information you're about to hear could save your life or the life of someone you care about. In the past, stroke was almost always associated with the elderly. But today, the latest statistics paint a very different picture. According to the CDC, in just the past 20 years, stroke cases among Americans aged 18 to 45 have increased by nearly 44%. Right now, about 1 in every 7 strokes occurs in someone under the age of 50, and the most alarming fact, the 20-40 age group is seeing the fastest rise. This means that if you once thought stroke was only a concern for people in their 60s or 70s, think again. Today, a 28-year-old office worker, a 35-year-old engineer, or even a 32-year-old athlete could suddenly face this devastating condition. Numbers don't lie. So, what's driving this dangerous surge? In the next section, we'll uncover the root causes. So, why are strokes becoming more common in young adults? The answer isn't about age, it's about lifestyle and daily habits. First, let's look at modern lifestyle factors. Many young adults spend hours sitting at a desk, barely moving, all while dealing with constant work pressure and stress. This combination silently raises blood pressure and damages the cardiovascular system. Next is poor nutrition. Fast food, diets high in salt, sugar, and saturated fats have caused obesity rates in young Americans to skyrocket, and obesity is one of the strongest risk factors for stroke. We can't ignore smoking and alcohol either. Smoking doubles the risk of stroke, while heavy drinking raises blood pressure and disrupts blood lipid levels. Another major factor is the rise of chronic conditions once thought to only affect the elderly, like high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, and high cholesterol, now increasingly common in people in their 20s and 30s, and for young women. The risk is even higher. Using birth control pills, especially while smoking, dramatically increases the chance of stroke. These are the most important risk factors. But what exactly happens inside the body when a stroke occurs? That's what we'll uncover in the next section. When most people hear the word stroke, they only have a vague idea. But in reality, what happens inside the body is crystal clear. There are 2 main types of stroke. The first is ischemic stroke, which accounts for about 85% of all cases. This happens when a blood clot or plaque blocks a blood vessel, cutting off the brain's blood supply. The second is hemorrhagic stroke, which occurs when a blood vessel bursts, causing bleeding inside the brain. For young adults, the most common type is ischemic stroke, often linked to lifestyle choices, smoking, obesity, and underlying health conditions. Think of your blood vessels like a highway. Red blood cells are cars carrying oxygen and nutrients. If there's a crash, a blood clot, traffic stops immediately. Within minutes, brain cells start to die from lack of oxygen. And once brain cells die, the damage is often permanent, leading to lifelong disability or even death. That's why stroke is so dangerous, especially when it strikes suddenly in young adults. But to truly understand the impact, let's look at a real-life story. Let me share with you a real story. John, a 29-year-old IT professional from Texas, was healthy, athletic, and never thought serious health issues would happen to him. But one day, after long hours of stressful work, too much coffee, and countless Sleepless nights, John suddenly collapsed at his office. At the hospital, doctors diagnosed him with an ischemic stroke. Fortunately, he received emergency care just in time to save his life. But the aftermath was devastating. John had to spend months in rehabilitation, relearning how to walk and even how to speak. This story is a powerful reminder that stroke can strike anyone, even young, healthy individuals at the peak of their careers. In just a few minutes, your entire life can change forever. So, what can you do to protect yourself and your loved ones from facing the same fate? Let's uncover the answers in the next section. The good news is, stroke is largely preventable, especially in young adults, if you take the right steps to care for yourself. First, get regular health checkups. Monitoring your blood pressure, blood sugar, and cholesterol can help catch early warning signs before they become serious. Second, follow a healthy diet. Load up on vegetables, fruits, and whole grains. Add omega-3 rich foods like salmon, chia seeds, and walnuts. And cut back on salt, sugar, and processed fast foods. Third, exercise regularly. Just 150 minutes a week of brisk walking, jogging, or swimming can improve circulation and help you maintain a healthy weight. Next, manage stress and sleep. Aim for 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep each night. Incorporate meditation, yoga, or short breaks during the day to reset your mind and body. And finally, quit smoking and limit alcohol. Quitting cigarettes almost instantly reduces your stroke risk, while alcohol should be kept within healthy limits, 1 drink a day for women to 4 men. Small lifestyle changes can make a huge difference. They don't just prevent stroke, they protect your future and the people you love. Before we wrap up, let's answer a few common questions from viewers like you. Question 1. I'm only 25 and eat pretty healthy. Am I really at risk for stroke? Answer: yes, because aside from diet, factors like genetics, chronic stress, smoking, or hidden health conditions can still put you at risk. Question 2. I go to the gym 5 times a week. Is that enough to prevent stroke? Answer: that's an excellent habit, but not the whole picture. You also need a balanced diet, enough sleep, and regular health checkups. Exercise is just one piece of the puzzle. Question 3. Is it true that young women on birth control are at risk of stroke? Answer: yes, especially if they smoke. Combining these 2 factors dramatically increases the risk of stroke. Hopefully, these answers give you a clearer perspective. And now, let's move on to the final part, the key takeaway. Message you must remember: stroke is no longer just a disease of the elderly. Today, it's striking more and more young adults between the ages of 20 and 40, and as we've seen, the causes often come from lifestyle, diet, stress, and everyday habits. But here's the good news: stroke is preventable. The choices you make today will shape your health and your future tomorrow. Even small changes, eating better, exercising regularly, getting enough sleep, and quitting smoking can make a life-changing difference. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss another important health update. Share this video with your friends and loved ones. It might just save someone's life, and I'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment below to share your story or ask a question. We're here to support you on your journey to better health. Remember, health is the greatest wealth you can ever own. And when it comes to stroke, prevention is the most powerful protection for our younger generation.